I think I lost the video. I was distracted, and then something happened and I hit delete because I thought it was a picture. So I think I deleted the whole piece where I sewed on the sleeve. So oh boy. So I have both sleeves on. So I turned the seam towards the sleeve. So what I've done was I started pinned at the seam, pinned at my small dots, and then eased the stitch in. And so you sew a seam allowance, and then you sew a fourth of a seam allowance. And then what I did is I kind of overdo myself when it comes to seams, so I zigzag stitched it. And then again, until I figure out how to get my serger to work properly, I just used the pinking shears and trimmed that. So I pressed it so my seams are on. So the next thing to do is to finish up the top, is to finish the seams. So I ironed up 5/8 of a seam allowance, and then I folded in and pinned, and then I'm going to edge stitch that. At the end you have this corner. What you do on the corner is you're just going to cut that end off there so that you have a nice, start on this side, nice seam over here. And then we're going to also pin, get that in there, get in there, fold that down. This is what I try to do, so that you have a nice, you're gonna have a nice end there. And then for the front, that bottom there, pin that. So I've folded that under also, so that it's a nice clean edge all the way across the front. So I'm going to go ahead and sew that right now. Oops, stop shaking. Okay, so hem is done on the jacket. I'm very pleased with the results. So as we lay the jacket out here, so this would tie to the inside, and then this would wrap to the front. So stop shaking. I'm going to go and put this aside so that we can start on the belt and the belt loop. So the very next piece on our instructions is to do the carrier. And this is for piece 8. Oops, sorry, piece 8. So what I am going to do is I'm going to fold this piece to the middle here. No, that's not right. This is the right way. So I already have half of it pressed. I'm going to fold the other end in and press. Then I'm going to fold it in half, and then I am going to stitch down both sides, then cut it in half. Okay, so I have my casings ready to receive the belt loop, but the first thing I need to do is pin them onto my side seam. And as you can see here, when I did my sleeve, see that line? So whenever I took the pins out and adjusted it, I just made a big boo-boo, but that's going to be underneath the arm, so no one's going to see that. So because my ink probably disappeared, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just guesstimate, because I have 5/8 of a seam allowance there. So I'm going to say that 5/8 of seam allowance. So I'm going to put a pin here, and I'm going to put a pin here. Okay, so then these are the belt loops. This is a side that was folded, so I don't want that on the outside, I want that on the inside. I got some extra string here. There, that's off. Okay, and you're going to just fold over by 1/4 of an inch there and fold over here. So I'm going to press those to make sure it's nice and tight. I'm going to align it on my dots. Yep, that's, let me see where I want it. Right there. Then I'm going to go ahead and stitch those. So before I stitch that, I'm going to make sure that I fold this one so that they're both even. And then I'm going to attach this to the other side. Oh, the top is finally done. Okay, so it just has to be pressed before it gets worn. The casings for the belt loop are in, and I'm going to go ahead and take that and put it aside. And the final piece to sew is the belt. That is piece number 9. Poor belt, it's been sitting for a long time. Okay, I have my notches on the end, and what I'm going to do is with, oh, that was right, what was I doing? So with the matches notched up, I am just going to secure that with a pin. And even though it's a small piece, you think you don't have to secure it with a pin. It's depending on the presser foot, things can start to slip, and once it starts shifting to get it back, to get it secure again, stop shaking, it would become unsure. So what I'm going to do is going to sew down 5/8 of an inch, and then I'm going to press my seam open. The seam is pressed open. I have stuff everywhere. So now with the right sides together, I am going to fold it and pin it. So I'm going to fold this all the way around, and then starting here at my end, I'm going to sew 5/8 of a seam all the way around my belt. One thing I wanted to clarify is, as you're stitching across the belt, you want to leave an opening. So what I do is I put these double pins in here, and that's going to be my opening, because then I have to take my belt and take the inside and pull it out. So you want to make sure that you leave an opening while you're stitching across so that you can flip it. Okay, so I have the belt sewn and I have my opening still there. The next thing I'm going to do is, because this thing is shredding like crazy, I am going to snip off the ends with my scissors. So slip nice and close. I'm going to snip off this end. I'm going to do that to the other side. And then I'm just going to take my pinking shears and I'm just going to go all around this thing, because I don't know how this fabric is going. Oh, was I in the seam? So what I did was, if I wasn't, I'm not sure what I caught. Clipped off this end, clipped off this end here for the points, so I can have a sharp point when I turn it inside out. And then I'm going to take my Friscar's pinking shears. I love these things. These are the best things. And I'm just going to go all around here and get, doesn't have to be perfect, so that just to clean it up some. So once that's done, I'm going to turn it inside out and I'll be back. Alright, and this is the belt and it is done. Make sure you get rid of all your strings. So now I'm going to take this to the body form and get the final look. Okay, so this is one more view of the short sleeved version. Okay, there we go. There. And there's the final piece. So I think this with take my camera off of here. I think this with a nice pair of slacks and some gold jewelry is going to be great. So I plan on wearing it to work this week. I think this is a great top. This is the McCall's M7358. I think this is a great top for the office place. Probably not something that I would wear around the house, or, well, definitely not, or I'd probably wear it out and about, but I made this specifically to wear to work. Okay? So thanks for watching, and hopefully the next video won't be three different pieces and I can get it all into one. But for my first video, I'm pretty happy. So again, thanks for watching. This is Shawnee's, and I'll see you next time.